All right, how we doing tonight, everybody? October the 4th, 2023. Another installment of Just Us for All, the Mikey Just is our word. Appreciate everybody for rocking with me as usual. Ain't got nobody in the house but me and my man, you know. Yeah, but we gonna make this thing rock. Yeah, like I told y'all, not too many changes. Got a lot of stuff coming up in the near future, but yeah, we're gonna keep the format pretty much like I said we was gonna do. I'm working towards getting those 100 people to the dentist, so me and my mans will be dropping that short video on y'all explaining what the whole thing about. Get the for profit rocking, get the GoFundMe page and all that going, and I hope y'all support me on it. Just want to do something real nice for these kids, man. Like I said, being honest, bro, I had like a good 10 years between times I went to the dentist. Put me in a bad situation, so just trying to use this platform to do something positive, and that's what it's gonna be. And I hope everybody support me on this journey. Speaking of support, I've been getting a lot of good feedback on my video, man. I did the top 5 straight out of Compton, you know, because you helped me put it together. Right. You also participated in it, my brother, which I appreciate. Video up to like over 30 to 40,000 clicks. 300-400 likes, shares, and all that good stuff, man. So hopefully we can push that thing a little bit further, y'all. We on our way. And go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. I like it. So
the one thing, man, that was kind of, you know, disappointing to me, really, man, was all my support comes from non-followers, you hear me? Mm-hmm. So family, friends, you know, I know it's repetitive to y'all, you know what I'm saying? But my purpose is to change laws, and I finally figured out what the answer to it was. Everybody be like, what's y'all show about, man? It's just about exactly what we've been saying, making America great. Not again, the first time. Right. Figuring out how to do it. Ain't nobody answered how to do it, so we just going about figuring out how to do it. Yeah. And what they say, governing ourselves accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So with that said, man, hopefully family, friends, and people that's down, man, I should have those numbers. Come on, y'all. I support everything that everybody's doing. My nephew just came home. They had a little picnic at the park. Right. Sorry I missed you. Welcome home, Cohen, you know, to my old nephew, man. Following in his mama footsteps in that old Air Force, man. So I don't know how long he gonna be here. Hopefully I get to see him. But if you're checking out this splint on my arm, then you know what been going on with your brother. You heard me?
Yeah, man.
So with that being said, man, can't forget about, like I said, the best. Some of the Bulldogs. And always shout out to the rest. You hear me? Yeah. Family, friends, mama, cousins, everybody that's watching. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for the support. Where I want to go now, man? Want to give a special shout out to my bro, man. In honor of the 50 years of hip hop, man. He turns 50. Well, he turned 50 yesterday, and that's a big one for him. You hear me?
All right now.
I don't know what you did to my levels, bro, but I don't sound right.
All right. There you go, my brother.
Yes, sir. A little bit better, I guess. But yeah, man, shout out to my bro, man. He just turned 50 years old. You hear me?
Okay, who that?
Mr. Kenneth Holland.
All right.
Gotta mention him, man, because that dude is like a hip hop's biggest fan. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
Ice Cube's biggest fan for sure. You heard me? Yeah, man. Wanted to talk about my siblings a lot of times on the show, man, but I just didn't really feel the need to do it yet. You heard me? Like, I don't know if they pay attention, but I told the story a couple of times. You know, 2 of my siblings were born with cerebral palsy. You heard me? And I got to the point where I didn't really want to mention it on the show, man, because I, the kind of person that I always try to look for that pity play. I want people to know that this me, this what I do. I work hard, and wherever I get is because I earned that spot. Right. And I ain't look for no pity play. You hear me? Yeah. That's why I showed the old videos, letting people know that this been over a 10-year thing, and I've been doing this. This ain't no me hopping on no podcast. Right. Yeah. It was me being intelligent and trying to make the world better, and people seeing that. So the offer was given to me. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I'm still in between, like, whether I call it a podcast or a broadcast. Right. I know that I had something worth saying, so somebody offered me a platform to say it. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing. You hear me? Yeah. No I don't like all the competition shows now, man, because everybody got to have a story. You hear me? Mm-hmm. You know, whether it's Ninja Warrior, America's Got Talent, you know what I'm saying? Right. And don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? You do deserve a break if you done been through a lot. You hear me? Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying I'm not that kind of person. I'd rather lead by example. example. I don't have to get on TV telling you I made the charitable contribution.
Right.
Donate a scholarship to the school just to get my props and get my pat on the back. You hear me?
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? I'm already liked, so I don't have to try to get them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for no clicks. I ain't looking for none of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody that's rolling with me, that's my clique. Just us for all. You know what I'm saying? So all the extra is not for me. But yeah, man. With that being said, I try to be strong for them. You hear me? And be like that person where everything I touch could be gold for them, man.
Right.
Because I feel like people always judge them, looked at them a certain way, put them in a box, and all my brother ever wanted to be, man, was just a chance to be normal. You hear me?
Yeah.
And the thing about him, man, if you think that I'm a character, you got to meet this dude. You hear me? Well, you met him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And, yeah, man, I can't wait. I was telling everybody I'm going to put together a special DVD for him in honor of his love of hip-hop and for his birthday, man.
Right.
I'm going to make sure he remember all of his characters because I'm going to bring them all back to life
right.
for him. You hear me?
Yeah.
I said I know he will get 100% a good kick out of that, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tried to be there for him, man, and for my sister. You hear me? And let them know that y'all team strong and y'all don't got to back down to nobody because I'm on your team. You hear me?
Sure.
Yeah. Like I used to tell Phil all the time when we stopped going to Sumner, everybody used to be like, man, Sumner weak now. I'm like, but you go there, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's the reason why it's weak. You hear me?
Yeah.
The school ain't nothing but a building.
Yeah.
The heart, the foundation, and what it stands for and what it represents only gonna be represented by the people who go there. You hear me?
Come on, man.
So you know why when we went there, you know why we used to kick butt and take names because we had people there that kick butt and take names.
Come on.
So you know what I'm saying? Step your game up, bro. Some of the Bulldogs still in the house, bro.
Yeah.
All day long. You hear me? Let's get it. Y'all know what to do. Support your boy. Show some love. Saw your boy Toon the other day. What's up with you, Toon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, man, yeah, I always felt like long as I was on the team, they team strong, and you can't put them in no box. They can do whatever anybody else can do. You hear me? And like I said, man, just living life and just seeing what they had to go through on the everyday struggle let you know how real it is out here. You hear me? Because if I had to tell them right now, you might be one of the most normal people I know. Because it's a whole mess out here. And people crazy. You hear me?
For sure.
I told Phil one day, I said, anytime you have to put effort into doing anything that's out of your regular, then it's not normal.
Yeah.
Because normal come natural to you. You hear me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if my sister just sat here all day long, watch TV and put puzzles together, whatever. In her world, that's her normal.
Yeah.
She ain't bother nobody. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, taking her advice made me a better person. Stay in your lane. You hear me?
Right on.
Yeah, I love my peoples, man. Shout out to everybody. I said last week, man, I know y'all see me get all choked up when I put my 10 up there, man, on people who influence me. I said, well, hey, that's what I told them the show is going to be about. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's going to be real. It's going to be raw. We live, man. That's why we have mistakes. That's why things go the way they go. But, hey, just for that reason and putting myself out there and giving y'all no fluff, not trying to hide nothing, no time to edit it, for that reason it make me feel like if I'm not the best, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
And my numbers show that I'm on my way.
Yeah.
And if my people support it, show me a little bit more love, my numbers will look even better. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Hey, well, we're going to get off into it. My daily Coach Prime Colorado update.
All right, let's get to
Like
it.
I said, man, we ain't just gonna be no the more out of the blue cashew riders. We gonna ride that thing all the way out, man. So for their second loss, man, the USC.
Yeah.
48 to 41.
Yeah. That's something to say, man.
Hey, not that little bitty old historic black little college.
Right.
I picked up 40-some points on USC.
Yeah.
What is the over-under on that game? 80, 90 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then they ended up scoring the last 20 points in that game.
Yeah.
They was down. They was fighting.
Yeah.
I said, what's his name? Shadur Sanders. Yeah, that boy looked back like like he in the running for that Heisman. Looked real good out there.
He went head to head with a Heisman, finalist, Heisman winner.
Brother, did you see when they showed the video of Travis Travis Hunter. I had his name right.
Yeah.
The wide receiver, cornerback, two-way star, and the other guy when they bowled together and squashed the beef on ESPN. Yeah, man. They had a bowling match with each other and shook hands, hugged, talked it all out. He said he apologized. He wasn't trying to hit dude and get dirty about it, but they squashed the whole thing, man.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah,
brother?
that's
I don't
cool.
know if it was purposely at that time, but just to show that level of grownness, maturity, sportsmanship. Awesome. You heard me? Because it don't have to be war for everything, man.
Yeah, man. And when you bring that up, man, one of the parents in my football group, man, they had a video of an 11-year-old, bruh, grab a gun and shoot 2 of his teammates at football practice, man.
Brother, did you see the shooting at Morgan State?
Yeah.
You had another mass shooting. It's getting back going. You hear me?
Yeah, man, this is crazy.
Brother, like I was trying to explain to OTS, man, a lot of this stuff is pure due to laziness. You hear me? They don't want to get involved. Mm-hmm. They don't want to do nothing to try to change these gun laws. Like I told people, if me voting, getting these positions is going to give me all the leverage and the power, all I got to do is run for office, get involved, and it's going to make it better for my situation and my people when I already know that I'm selfish, I'm lazy, I want my way, and I want the easy way out.
Wow.
And it's the easiest way for me to get it.
Yeah.
And we ain't going to do nothing about it. Come on, man. We stupid as that thing. You heard me? OTS was going to join me, man, but he had to work late, man. I really wanted to ask him about all that bad driving and the traffic and these youngsters tripping.
Yeah.
It's a whole intersection out on Chambers Road that had another very critical and fatal accident.
Yeah, they did a whole story on that one, man.
Man, I was like, if they know that it's like that, why they ain't doing nothing to fix it? When I used to work down on Hampton, I remember McDonald's donating like $1 million or more and paying for stoplights out there. I had my lady blown away telling her that I remember when you could just hit that whole strip down Hampton and they didn't have no traffic lights out there. You hear me?
Wow, yeah.
When enough people start getting hit and killed getting off the bus, they finally took time to do something about it. City never did anything about it. But I remember somebody telling me that the business in that area donated the money for them
to go ahead and get it done.
Yeah, man. And I thought about an area like Chambers happening in Jennings. You know what I'm saying? That's that county area, and I know that OTS is real familiar with that area. So I was going to ask him, had he heard about that type of stuff?
Right.
And it all looked like that's that joyride. They don't want police to chase nobody, man. They don't want to, but I do it like this, man. That's why I say that I'm all about the red light cameras. I like that little thing that come out and pop on your car and they get your plates. Do something. Change the law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to fix it, make it right, make it make sense. If it ain't about chasing people, you still got to be smart. And smart come with putting that time in.
Yeah.
That's why I say they too lazy to get these laws right. You hear me?
Yeah, man. Myself personally, I'm about letting cops be cops, man. And at the same time, when I say that, they have to be worthy of that respect and leeway that they given. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like they gotta conduct themselves in a way that's worthy of respect. You just can't get the automatic respect because you a cop and you doing dirty, underhanded stuff. You ain't walking with integrity. Then no. Yeah, don't chase nobody then, because you ain't about that life.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You just heard about 2 of those county cops, whatever that was. I don't want to call out the municipality until I get my facts straight, man. They had supposed to beat that man and tased him and left him over in Walgreens parking lot and all this whole other stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's getting way out of hand.
Yeah, you're not acting like you an official of the law. Then you acting like you some kind of street thug. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, the police had to be held to a higher standard, and they had to be able to do their job. I mean, I want my police to be the toughest, don't back down from nothing, ones on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But walk with some integrity,
brother. It's hard, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you just doing your job. So you always expect to go home. You expect to be safe. I could kind of understand that mentality when it's me or them. And I feel like this person is trying to do harm to me. Right. It's not always justified, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
But when you're not in that life-threatening situation, man, don't be so gung ho. Don't be so tough all the time and be so quick to want to shoot somebody. Don't be so quick to want to rough somebody up.
Yeah, you don't have to be overreacting.
Yeah, you don't. You know what I'm so aggressive all the time. They be over aggressive. Aggressive. Yeah. They be over aggressive. You know, that's what that is. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I think that some of it is the joyriding, man, and just getting out there doing foolishness. Mm-hmm. But I think, like you say, man, it's their the way they represent and their integrity. Mm-hmm. You're making people afraid of you. Yeah. And that's what a lot of the running is. Yeah. And not knowing or not sure what it's going to be. Exactly. There's been enough videos, there's been enough to tell you that. But that's still, like I said, with that trickle down, man, because my thing is this. If you don't want to get put in that situation, then get your grown on, ride right, be legit. Stay on the straight and narrow. I be trying to tell my people so much. You hear me? Mm-hmm. It's just a bad temp tag. All they gonna do is take my tag. All they gonna do is write me a ticket. I got insurance. You don't want to start anything. Any of that little stuff, man, it just open up and it turn into big stuff. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation at all. You hear me? You think you ain't doing nothing wrong. All that old trying to be Mary Poppins, Leave It to Beaver gonna get you killed.
Exactly.
Why you putting your two hands up on the steering wheel thinking you trying to be right? I thought you reaching for a gun. Pop, pop, pop. You gone. You heard me?
I told you how sobering it was when I realized how much power I had as a police officer, man.
Yes, sir.
That go the other way when you a citizen. You got to realize that this ain't no game, man. You run into a dude that don't care about nothing, like you say, selfish, want to press the easy button, don't got no problem taking your life and lying about it. What are you going to do? You could be dead right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know Make sense of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you barely got a leg to stand on when you living, you hear me? Yeah. When it's you against that police and you down in that dirt, man.
Yeah, and you don't nobody care what you had to say.
You not even here to plead your own case.
Exactly.
And tell your own story, bro. You ain't got nothing worth. You hear me? Yeah. All you did is finna make your family go through something.
Exactly. Yeah.
And speaking of family, man, I just want to ask this younger generation, man. Have y'all ever thought towards the future? Do y'all think past where we at right now?
Right.
Do y'all ever envision yourself being married, having children, being grandparents, seeing and living and doing what life is really about, man?
Right.
My mom, we was riding to the grocery store. She was like, man, just that regular everyday living is so gone. You hear me? You know, we like, what we would love to see some little kids just jumping some rope, riding some bikes,
just
doing regular things.
Yeah.
She was like, it ain't like that no more. I'm like, and that's how they made it, man. Yeah. I was like, the integrity of the sports is gone because everybody wanted to get paid.
Yeah, everybody wanted to
their likeness. You hear me? Everybody want to be a superstar. So that's what the social media provided, that platform for everybody to be everything they thought that they wanted to be or could be. You hear me? And I'm like 50, man. Y'all better get rich or die trying. You hear me?
Right.
Because that's not your right. That's a privilege. You hear me?
Yeah.
So he give it and he take it away. That can be taken away from you.
Yeah.
So you better strike while the iron hot, like they say. You hear me? That's the best advice I can give people, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? That fake and that fluff gonna run away. You hear me? I told you I can hit Powerball today, bro. My purpose ain't gonna change. You hear me?
Exactly.
It's always been me, man. So
man, I'm glad you brought that up. I had it was a question that say if you had found the Powerball ticket in somebody's wallet, would you turn it in or would you cash the ticket? And I really had to think about it, man. But for me, I come to the conclusion, man, if I had $800 million, $1 billion, like you say, it ain't gonna change who I am. And that I wouldn't want that to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody mess up. Like I had just lost my phones. I was going through it with my phones. You know what I'm saying? If somebody had found my phones, I would have wanted them to turn my phones in. So of course I want them to give me my $800 million winning Powerball ticket. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I really feel like I would just turn it in, man, because it's not gonna change me either way.
Brother,
let
me tell you something. I'm gonna give you my honest answer. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I applaud you for being that stand up with it, and I honestly 100% think that's what you would do. But with it being me and I find a ticket, for one, I know how lottery go because I've played plenty of it. That 800 after they tax it 500 times, gonna turn it to probably about 200-300 million.
Right.
You heard me?
Yeah.
So on the strong of that, you know, you looking at about 300 mil. So don't even start prepping your mind for 800 because you're gonna spend more money than
Right.
You know, you're gonna have goody two shoes that's gonna say, I'm gonna give this person 400-500 million out of it, and I'm gonna keep the rest. But if you stick to that, you ain't gonna have nothing.
Right.
Because you ain't finna get that much in the first place.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah.
They had a whole debate on about whether you should take the lump sum or you know, let it go and do its little 30-year the annuity thing. You know, you only allow so much money per year. They're taxing it so many times. So of course, without a no-brainer, to take the lump sum is the way to go.
Right.
You hear me? But if I found somebody's lottery ticket, bro, and it was 800 million on the ticket, no, I probably would hold on to it because I would definitely be waiting to see if somebody was gonna claim it for one. Because I know it wasn't mine. On the strong that it's lottery and gambling and it's a chance. You hear me? Once I 100% found out it was you and that it belonged to you, I would probably split it half, even maybe give you the majority of the money.
Right.
But because it's the lottery and it's just something that's supposed to happen to 1 in 200 billion odds, and it's a blessing for you, then finding it has to be a blessing for me.
Okay.
And I can't trust the person enough for me to be able to give it to you for you to give back to me.
Right.
That's a pyramid scheme telemarketing. That's like you tell me to send you 200 for you to send me back a check for it.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, dog. You better be happy that you get any of it.
Right.
So I'm gonna take care of me and my peoples off top. You hear me?
I got
and
you.
then I'm gonna honestly tell you that if you feel blessed, that's on you. But the integrity in me as a man gonna make me give you some of this back. You hear me?
Yeah.
But there's no reason for both of us to not be right.
Yeah.
That's some more what I be saying about I can't feel people being homeless and hungry when the lottery is blinking.
When it's all
That is
that.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yep.
Start a frenzy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you get some fake money and pay off the deficit, put some people in housing, feed some babies out here, it won't be the first thing that the country done lied about.
You right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be the first fake news that made some revenue. I mean, keep it 100.
We know for sure it ain't the first thing.
So I mean, do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
For sure.
Even if the lottery board say, you know, it been look, they said Powerball haven't been won since July. I'm not that slow, bro. August, September, October.
Yeah.
You heard me? So you gonna tell me that y'all were able to generate $1 billion in 3 months?
Yeah.
Remember, and I'm a player, so I understand how it go. They say half of what they put out is half of what they take in.
Yeah.
So that means that
So almost 2 million.
yeah, no, 1.2 million. Ain't no almost.
Oh no, they got it now. It's
Yeah,
up,
they
it's up
got
to
it.
billion. Okay.
and that's before the sign change again, because
Okay.
the frenzy is what make them, you know. I told people, bro, I understand how the game go.
Yeah.
You know, I was showing my peoples, I say, you see, ain't no nines been played. As soon as they drop a triple, it's triple nines.
Yeah.
I said, do you know what that's for? That's to pay the people that play all the time. That
Right.
pay for the lottery and keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why your orange juice is $5 when you go to IHOP.
Okay.
Because you done pay for somebody else orange juice. That's why your liability is $180 a month, because you done pay 2-3 people insurance.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So that's how the lottery break it down. When it's a frenzy, triple nines or something will come out because only people that play all the time are going to sit on those patterns and numbers.
Yeah.
You hear me? So that's like the casino. If you lost every time, you wouldn't keep on playing, would you?
Right. You got to win something back.
Right. So that's giving money to those people who are true and sit on those same numbers. I'm going to sit on my son's birthday till it come in. You hear me? That's the people that have caviar wishes and dreams. When my 418 come in, I'm taking my girlfriend, my partner, everybody get a beer today. You hear me?
Yeah.
You get a beer, we balling. You hear me? I'm a dangerous man with some money in my...
Keep up.
So that's what that is.
Okay.
That's to pay and show love to the people who've been loyal.
Yeah.
The frenzy is what get all the new people to get money.
All
That's
right.
when you want the revenue to change. You hear me?
Yeah.
Those people that just see it every day, they always say the same thing. The eyes too big, I ain't gonna win.
Yeah.
But when it's flashing that billion in front of your face,
I
you ain't in it.
can't
You
get
ain't in it.
Yep.
So you get in it. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm with moms. You hear me?
You right.
She said when she was working back at the daycare and driving, everybody done threw $1 in the pot, got their little Powerball ticket. You hear me? She said, I mean, if I'm the one standing there and the chicken don't get
like,
one.
yeah, I ain't just throw mine in there. Yeah.
Especially if we done rolled to the PX and just bought a beer, a Big Buford from Rallies. I got $1
right
to try to win. You hear me?
Yeah. Just throw it on in there. Yeah. Bro, play the odds.
If we trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, we definitely trying to make 800 million.
Right, out of $1.
Yeah, you already know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what all that about, man. It's a whole scam. It's bull crap. I was gonna ask you about your boy, man. Keefy D. You see they arrested him in that old Tupac.
Yeah.
After 27 years. What you think about that, man?
Man, I don't know what to think about it.
Okay. Well, check this out. I had 3 questions that I was going to ask for our viewers, OTS or you, concerning that whole incident. I said, do you think that they continue to keep that open and you know, pursue it because it was so high profile and it was Tupac, for one? That's my first question.
All right.
My second question is, do you think it was because dude was arrogant like OJ and wrote a book about it, basically kind of hung himself and told on himself, and they didn't have no choice but to arrest him? Or my last question was going to be, do you think it's going to change anything now that it's done been reopened and they brought somebody to justice? You know, do some of those people that we won't name, or their name going to come back up? Do you think, you know, after we done watched all the Thug Immortals, all the documentaries, the Resurrection, All Eyes on Me, as many times as we done seen, you know, light skin,
shot me.
You know, Christopher Williams / Albie Shore, the little light skinned dude with the baby hair, he done told the story. The little bodyguard, Danny Boy, and everybody. So out of everything that you seen, now that they have made an arrest, because you know once we in that place and that door closed, we start singing like canaries and we start telling the whole story.
Right.
So do you think some of those bad boys that was out there at the time doing things, do you think their name is going to be mentioned or implicated in them, or some of those people that were stranded on death row back then, or their name going to be? Is it gonna be something different than what it been? Are we gonna hear anything different?
I don't know. I really don't think so, because I think the whole reason why dude wasn't brought in is because he was some kind of informant. It give me like Whitey Bulger, you know what I'm saying? Give me them kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Like they let you out, let you stay out because you was giving up some good information. You know what I'm saying? So whatever have changed, or you know, maybe he wasn't needed no more, and you know they arrested him. But shady, the whole thing shady, man.
Yeah, man. They was talking about dude was going on shows talking about it and everything. They even said, you know, hey, he had went on Vlad TV. That was my first time really seeing Vlad, because a lot of those videos that I watch on YouTube, he never really shows his face. You hear me? Just hear people talking. And just all the videos that I've seen him do with people like Boosie and other people, I definitely thought that he was a foreigner or black.
Right.
One of the two. A lot of people say he kind of do like some of those DJs. I won't call nobody name, but you know how they try to, you know, how you say stuff on the cut.
Right, amp it up.
Yeah, amp it up. You know, you spitting verses, you freestyling. Next thing you know, it's a diss track out with y'all and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like the fluff. But this time when NBC get the story, you see Vlad on there, you see his face. He look like he's white, foreign, or something like that. Surprising to me, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know, man. Do you think that that's what made them come after him doing those interviews, or doing the OJ, just being arrogant, writing books and trying to profit off of it, or just saying a little bit too much?
I don't know. I had to, because I haven't seen the books or the interviews.
Yeah.
But if he was a person of interest for that long, it sounds like to me that they had a reason or some kind of interest to let him go free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's something else going on with it.
Cause man, how long have you been hearing that name floating around? I've been hearing since day one with the murder that it's supposed to be something with Keefy D.
Yeah, and Orlando Anderson and all of that. I've been hearing it for at least 20 years. Yeah.
So who knows, man? More to come. We'll see how that thing turn out.
Yeah.
Speaker of the House, man, Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah, my
outfit,
brother.
man.
Got him on up out of there.
I don't really understand or know what that means, but from listen to political people and what they've been saying about it, they like it's like underhandedness, like by far right wing Republicans, like personal. That's why they did that, voted him out. And I got to thinking about it. I said that guy had to replace Pelosi, right?
Yeah.
So he haven't really been in there that long.
Nah.
I don't remember them voting. How did he get in there? Did they just
they voted him in there, but it took like 15 votes to get him in there.
Yeah. I remember that. They had all that extra going on about him and everything else.
Yeah.
They said that's really that's like
the
history making. Yeah, that's really damning.
The first time.
They said that person is second in line to the presidency.
Yeah, if the vice president and the president get taken out, then the Speaker of the House.
So it's Joe Biden, Kamala or Kamala, whatever she is on, because it changes.
On any given Sunday.
And then after her would have been McCarthy.
Yeah, good old McCarthy.
Wow, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
I said that's why the attacks on Pelosi and all the other stuff. But they said, man, like the January 6th situation and this right here has to be some of the most,
just out of control, chaotic.
Bad marks on United States, just period. Unprecedented, if I could use that word, like things to ever happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I thought it was even worse, man, because when I thought about him being the speaker and replacing Pelosi, it made it go back to that situation with her husband, man. Yeah. I still that's the same when the Obamas were saying like Trump waged a personal attack and put their family in jeopardy and threatened them. I felt the same way about it, man.
Yeah,
I was like, that attack was caused by all that bad rhetoric and bullcrap that was put out there. You hear me? And then they didn't say enough to try to make it feel like they really cared about it and what happened.
Yeah,
you got stupid people out here putting memes and all that online, man.
Yeah,
you hear me? Yeah, man. Just go ahead, brother.
Yeah, what killed me about McCarthy, man, and pretty much the whole Republican Party, like the dude Matt Gaetz, for him to get McCarthy out, the Democrats had to vote to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just his Republican Party that was fed up with him. It was everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because he was that kind of dude that he'd say one thing, do the other.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got out of what they were saying. It was like the Republicans basically got mad because they felt like he was doing secret or underhand deals with Democrats. So to me, that sounded like because he was willing to be a person of the people, work with the other side.
Yeah,
I know it wasn't all clean.
Yeah,
you best believe politics come into play when you're playing politics.
Right, exactly.
So we know that it's some underhand regardless on either side. I be thinking about the whole situation with Joe Biden, his son, everything. I don't care what party, what color, nobody above the law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not finna speak nothing on his behalf or none of that. You hear me? Yeah. The best thing I seen today out of anybody with the name Biden was Jill Biden. I saw that public service announcement that she put out about the ladies just getting themselves screened about the breast cancer, man.
Right.
Oh, it's just as important as regular cancer, the whole Jimmy V situation. We got the Susan B. Komen race that go down here. It's like one of the biggest walks or run for as breast cancer in the United States. You hear me?
Right.
Breast cancer affects a lot of women in this world. You
yes,
hear me?
It does.
And nothing about your color or none of that. You hear me? And what I was going to ask OTS if he sat in the house with us, man, like being of his age, that he understand how much even men are at risk of breast cancer. You hear me?
Right.
Because people don't believe how real that it is. You hear me? So, that's another thing. It's just as important to me as the whole thing about trying to get the kids to the dentist. You hear me?
Right.
Ladies, get yourself screened. Get checked. People, take care of yourself. Just get better and get more down on your health, man. You hear me? I was just tripping off of it. I was like, man, you know, the last few weeks, it was me with my tooth, me having an infection, my face, my neck all swollen up.
Right, yeah.
Then this is caused because, like I said, my dogs in there fighting, and I tried to break up them and step over them without stepping on one of them. The little crazy dog, because well, they're not my dogs, they're my lady dogs.
Right.
One of them mutts got ADHD. That mug is crazy. He be shaking his head like he got Parkinson's and all this. You hear me?
Yeah.
So he the one that rushed the other dog trying to take. Well, she's a girl. She rushed the other dog trying to take his food, and I was trying to keep from stepping on her. You hear me? So when I tried to grab the wall to brace myself, I extended too far, popped my whole shoulder out, bruh. You heard me?
Yeah.
Then it got better. Then, you know, like I said, they sent us home Monday because we didn't have no work. So I called myself gonna take a nap. I done got hard headed. I take my splint off. I'm getting better. I lay down and lay on it, putting all pressure on it. You know, when you sleep, you ain't feeling nothing.
Right.
So when I got up, man, I do the typical. I do my morning stretch, yawning, and forgot all about it. Next thing I know, I heard pop.
Ooh.
Woo, bruh, ain't nobody nowhere in sight.
Yeah.
I wish I had my little medic alert, bruh, because I would have hit the button that day, bruh. I falling, and I picked it up. I hollered for mine like 5 times. I'm like, oh! I ain't heard nothing. You heard me? I hit it one more time, like, oh! Man, she said, you done hurt yourself again, bro. It was even worse. You heard me?
Yeah.
Can I do anything for you? Yes, go get the phone. They called the ambulance. You hear me? 911, bro.
The ambulance.
I was stuck like Chuck. You hear me?
Wow.
Man, and then like I said, bro, I get to the hospital. They put the IV in me. I got to go to the bathroom. You hear me?
Yep.
When I go through the bathroom, somebody had already ripped the emergency cord out. You hear me? So that gets caught in my IV. Rips the IV out of my arm. You hear me?
Yeah.
Now I'm bleeding from a-hole to appetite all over the hospital. I'm trying to bend down, the elbow and arm, the shoulder locking up more and more when I bend down.
Right.
I'm trying to get paper towels, tissue, everything to clean it off. You hear me? I can't make it over to the sink, so I done dipped the toilet paper and the paper towel in the toilet. Man, it look like, boy. I said, hey, for every woman that it is what it is. Hey, it just didn't go right. I had one of them weeks, but hey, you know, like I told myself, I said, hey, I know who I need to go see.
Yes, sir.
So I made sure I gave him that time. You hear me?
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, some other things went real well, but that ain't none of y'all business. But
Right
anyway.
Say that one for the book.
Yeah, so I'm back. Man, I was gonna tell them about my new segment I was gonna start playing, y'all.
All right.
Called 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah.
And if anybody wanna call, we can play it today. But it's you know, it's always a catch. You gotta make sure you subscribe to the channel.
All right.
And you gotta dial 314-282-5086.
Yeah.
And if you got Cash App and you subscribe to the channel, then we can play 3 out of 5 ain't bad. If you get 3 out of my 5, I think they fairly easy questions. Of course, I'm gonna throw some hard ones in there because I ain't just finna give you no money. You don't earn it.
It ain't called 5 out of 5. It's called 3 out of 5.
But speaking of 5 out of 5, I call it 3 out of 5 because if you get all 5, I'm gonna give you $100.
All right now.
But 3 out of 5 ain't bad. So if you get 3 out of 5, I'm gonna give you $50.
Hey.
So since we can't get nobody to call, support, ask no questions, you ain't even got to call Don Bo. If you call today, you playing 3 out of 5.
Right.
I ain't even finna let you talk about nothing.
Yeah.
But you done proved too many times how much you in my corner and how much you there to support. You hear me?
Right.
So if you call today, you're playing 3 out of 5. And if you win some money, if you win some money and you got Cash App, then I will be Cash Apping you. And if you don't want to take the money, then you name some charity of your choice and we'll donate it to that. Or that'll be the first 50 that we'll work towards sending 100 kids to the dentist.
For sure.
You heard me? So
right, we'll make
if you're
it work.
watching, you play 3 out of 5, my brother. And then I got another real cute segment for you. I'll tell y'all what the name of it is next week. But it's in honor of and you know me, y'all, I don't like to get into a whole bunch of fluff on this show, man. But this broad was so much in violation, bro, I had no choice. Little ugly little mama, little through piece.
All right.
At the Family Dollar. On Natural Bridge.
All right.
Ain't Taylor.
Okay.
Yes, I'm putting you all the way on blast. Bruh, I tried to buy me some clippers out of there because I told you mine had shorted out.
Yep.
I say, what kind do you have? She said, only the kind that's behind me. If I knew the nigga behind you and I could see him, I probably wouldn't have asked you.
Right.
So I said, I can't see him. Can you get them down for me? She snatches them down off the shelf, right? I said, what's the difference? Can you give me a price check on them? I mean, when she scanned them, bro, every time it was one of them, boom, she threw it all to the side, you hear me? And she just kept doing it like I'm not recognizing this, you hear me? And I'm like, how you doing, ma'am? You know, yeah, lovely day, you know?
Right.
How about those Cardinals? Trying to kill the broad with kindness, you know? So after I get my little stuff, I walks out, the little buzzer beep. Then she, come here, come back, baby now, baby now.
Right.
She got to take all the little tags off of the little thing done beeped and all that. But the whole time I'm getting the little stuff, she got to reach up there and get the clippers, man. When she scanned them, she boom, threw them over to the side. You hear me? I had some hydrocortisone cream. Boom, she scanned that, she threw it over to the side.
Right.
She got my little power stirring fluid. Boom, right, and threw it over to the side.
Yeah.
When she put the little stuff in the bag, she, you know, real stank with it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, man, if she had half a sniff of who I even was, what I was doing, what's my purpose, the type of love that I have nobody treat me like that nowhere around here. You hear me? Bruh, it was 20 people in the waiting room when I got there. You hear me? They told me keeping it 100, just me being nice, just showing that type of personality, being tough about it. You hear me? They took me right in the back, bruh. You hear me? After the IV popped out, they never even tried to give me no more medicine.
Right.
They said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you feel? I said 20. You hear me? After the doctor came in and moved my arm around and seen that he could pop it, he said, you ain't acting like you in no pain. You hear me? So he pops it back in. No medicine, no nothing. He tell me just that move right there alone. He like, you know how much time and money that just saved you?
Right.
For you to allow me to do that without you having to be under any medication or anything. Come on. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, brother. Just
on super stank.
Yeah, man. But I was like, man, I got so much love out here, man, to just see her act like that, man. I said, I gotta call corporate tomorrow. I just can't let it ride. You hear me? There was no reason to be like that.
Nah.
And that's how, I mean, my mother has told me several times about how nasty they've been to her. And customer service and other stuff, man. You know, have stuff out there that don't have no price on it. We can't sell it to you, but 2 minutes later, I see it in the trash.
Right.
You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Just bad business. Always ghetto, loud, cussing on the phone. No kind of professionalism.
Right.
That whole pandemic type of mentality.
You better be glad I'm
doing. I'm doing you a favor. You hear me? So yeah, man, I just can't believe it, man. Got a scarf all on her head, man. Nostrils big as that thing, boy. Looked like Harriet Tubman on the 20. And Harriet Tubman ain't even on no 20 yet, is she?
Nah.
I ain't even seen her on one, but if she was, that's how she would look. And your mama, it was back on the pancake box. Bra was a through piece. Damn. And I'm sitting there like, you know, I don't like to rag on nobody, but we all done experienced that person that you done looked at like, I know why you mad.
Right.
I know why you mad. You hear me? It's all good.
You gotta walk around like that all day.
And what she say? And she said, "You little dog face, little ugly bee." Hold on, I ain't hear you running back for me, little mama. She said, "You little dog face, ugly bee." Wonder why? You know why she said little dog face, ugly bee? Because you're a dog face, little ugly bee. But hey, it is what it is, y'all. Shots fired. It is what it is. Man and woman down.
Damn.
Step your game up, little mama. You know what I'm saying? Well, now that I thought about it, I know 2 reasons that you're mad. One of them because you work at Family Dollar, and if you look at in the mirror, you'll figure out the other one.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the name of my new segment, and you are the reason for that. I will break out the name of it next week.
Right on.
Brother, the next video we will be releasing will be the top 5 females, our starting 5s or whatever.
Right.
Not necessarily to the top 5 format. We got something real cute lined up for them. You think they gonna like that one, man. That last video was doing real good, man. Almost up to 10,000 true plays or through plays.
That's all right.
I think we're gonna get it there. What you think?
Yeah, why not?
You know, if you know what I know.
Right on.
We gonna get it there, my brother. Let me see what else is on my agenda, man, that I got on here that I would like to talk about. Yeah, man, just back to that whole situation, man. What I was saying about the accidents and the car stuff out in Chambers and Jennings, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just was hoping that OTS would been here, man, to just tell these youngsters, man, that joyriding and all that kicking ain't where it's at.
Yeah.
I had to stop and realize, you know, why everything was going the way it was going, man. You know, when you in the moment, you don't realize how much you just be on so much extra and going so hard. You hear me?
Yeah.
You forget you neglect taking care of yourself. You neglect getting your mind right. Man, I tell y'all all the time, brother, you know, being a stand-up person and walking the straight and narrow take practice. You hear me?
Yeah.
If you don't put your mind or put time into yourself, your mental, your well-being, your health, bro, it will be lacking like everything else in your life.
Yeah.
You hear me?
It all takes time. Yeah.
So that's what I want to tell them, man. If y'all 15 years old, bro, you're going to have time. Next year you'll be 16. It's not worth dying for.
Right.
Do any of y'all plan on seeing that life, getting old, being grandparents? You ain't going to be kids forever.
Yeah.
Do y'all even think that far anymore? If you don't, it wouldn't surprise me. We don't watch cartoons on Saturday no more. We don't jump rope. We don't ride bikes. Normal life is gone.
Yeah.
We don't go to the movies.
Yeah.
So if you don't never think past this right here,
Right.
if you think your whole life is who you gonna be on that rapper on Facebook, if that's what all you see for yourself,
Yeah, that cartoon, that's kiddie stuff, man. Nobody want to do that.
brother, ain't no future in your front. You hear me?
Right.
I don't know what they want to get out this life, man. You hear me? You can't be a gangster. You can't, you know, it's going to come a time where your breast's going to be a little dragging more than you think.
Right.
Your behind ain't going to be fat as it used to be. So when all of that, you know, when those 20s stop spinning and all the gold digging women disappear, you know, where you going to be, man? Where are you going to be? They have no future, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I tell my mom, I say, when you're a kid, you basically just living out your parents' life. You the war wound or the stain that remained from how they moved or they lived. You hear me?
Yeah.
And they live to see. That's why they be so into their grandkids, man. They get gratification out of seeing you become a parent, raise your kid. It's like all trophy to them. They know that wouldn't happen because this happened. I made this person and they made that person, and life is continuing
and it goes
to go on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. You hear me?
Yeah.
But if y'all not around to live that, see that, or experience that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all living for, man? Life is not that hard. Let's get back to regular life,
about it, man.
Let's get back to regular life, man.
Stop living for the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but way over their head, you know.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, you know, all of those sayings, man, all those urban legends, you hear me?
Right.
You can take the rat out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the rat.
Yeah.
I even got to thinking about when I was watching the news, man, they've been talking about just a global infestation of bed bugs. I was laughing like, you remember when that couple of years ago, there used to be an urban legend?
Yeah.
Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah.
Bro, that's real life nowadays. You hear
Wow.
me? I'm like, was that something that the government let out? Man, cause come on, bro. We've been going to hotels. We've been sleeping in hole in the wall.
Yeah.
We've been behind the Vegas for 40 years. And ain't nobody hollering nothing about no bed bugs. Now all of a sudden everybody and their mama got them.
Right.
And you can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
The orchid man got to come 10 times before you be able to get rid of them.
Right. Got to stimulate that economy.
Brother, I think that's some of that fake news and Chinese flu.
Wow.
You hear me?
Yeah.
If you ask me, I don't get it, bro. I like everybody and their mama. Then now you can't even tell the difference of it. You hear me? You don't know if one is a ladybug, if it's a tick, if it's a. You hear me?
Right.
Probably some of that clone Tyrone. You hear me?
Damn.
You don't know what is real no more, bro. So yeah, it's fake news. You hear me?
Right.
And just because don't nobody want to have no fun, I'ma have some fun. I'm saying it, boy. Don't make me put out my milk. And look at my little African American over there. I'll never get over them. They're gonna always be my two favorites, bro.
For sure. I'm not racist. Look at my little African American over there.
Hey, you know me, bro. I say in everybody mind they kung fu fighting. You hear me?
Right.
I told Phil, I say in that dude mind, he that person that in that karate movie or that gangster movie, you know, the one that had the little smelling stuff on the towel. Yeah. Sneak dish you put you out. I said, boy, he in his mind he walked right up on you. Right. He had it, put that chokehold, boy. He got you right on up out of there, boy. And I told that lady,
just 1 second, neck snap.
You heard not half of it.
Right. All my military.
I would put 6 weeks of basic training on you. Boy, you don't want no smoke with me. Yeah. Yeah, man, a lot of good feedback. Like I said on that top 5, man. We gonna put it back up there because I thought it was kind of small.
Yeah,
and people couldn't see
the
it.
top 5
I had
beats.
to, I had to struggle with it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give the people the benefit of the doubt. Anybody that listened to music or came up with us is
Right.
is damn near 50.
Yeah.
So they probably just as blind as we are.
Yeah,
So
man.
we gonna have to be able to where you can stretch that thing out
Right.
and put it back
Take
on up.
another look at it.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all youngsters, man, be careful out here. Be safe. Like we said last week, protect yourself. You ain't got to drive like no maniac. Y'all thinking it's cool. No, y'all dying. It ain't cool. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
That turn. I said they got the turnaround. No, they don't put the turnarounds up there. That's what I tried
On the
for.
Chambers.
Yeah. Because to me, it's all a setup. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do. It's just like taking each other out.
Right.
Y'all doing it, and it's making them happy. Y'all doing their work for them. They'll never stop it.
Right.
They'll never pay for it.
Yeah.
So y'all got to get smart and quit doing it to yourself. It's not worth dying for. It's not worth no little 5-10 minute little joyride.
Yeah.
But what made me think about the turnarounds, man, is when I was telling you the other day that they had that bad accident right here at Watkins and Natural Bridge.
Yeah.
Brother, I promise you that was the first day that street been open and going through. MSD been out here working and doing some project over here for the last couple
months.
of years now. Michelle been out of there probably for like 10 years, bro.
Right.
I said the very first day, and with turnarounds up there, you hear me? And let people tell it ain't no problem. This is the same street that people get killed, ran over. You know the whole story.
Right.
People torso in the car, people driving off.
Yeah.
I remember the Rose man brother getting killed coming out of CWs or whatever. It's a problem.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yep.
The other thing I was gonna ask my mans about, man, that y'all heard about the teenage gun, the gun-toting teenagers that targeted the 15 gas stations.
Nah.
Man, they got the snitching after they got locked up, man. But it was 15 gas stations that got robbed. It was carjackings and all kinds of stuff. So that's what I'm saying. If they don't let these people know that these youngsters don't have no reason to have these guns. They're not responsible. Guns are just not for kids, man. And if y'all ain't smart enough to know that that's a setup, man, we got to do better.
Right.
Okay, when you have a grown, responsible person and you really protecting your situation, it ain't about taking away nobody's Second Amendment rights.
Right.
But when they get to the point where, man, you just said 11-year-old or something shoot 2 people on the football team.
Yeah.
15 gas stations get robbed over the weekend or one night.
Yeah.
All these people, these youngsters on tape downtown at Airbnbs and overnight stays with guns.
Yeah.
It's a problem with these youngsters and these guns.
Yeah.
You hear me? There's no James Moore. There's no story if the little guy that come up with that banana clip gun in his pants, man.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
it's too much of that, man.
Yeah.
Ski mask on when it's 100 degrees outside. Brother, it been cool the last few days, cooler than it been, and I ain't seen hardly nobody with nothing pulled over their face. When it's 100 and you dripping sweat, you got a whole bodysuit on, backpack.
Yeah, because you off into something. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I had seen that question online too that I was gonna ask you about, man. When I was telling you about, they was like, why are so many of the guys looking so? They put it zesty and saucy. You hear me?
Yeah.
Bruh, only thing that I got out of it, I started wanting some nachos when I started thinking about saucy and
Right.
zesty. You looking like nachos out here, looking sloppy.
Looking real
Looking
sassy.
real sassy out here. And you know what I told them, man, is like I've seen a lot of rebellion from this generation. I think a lot of the weirdness, the purities, and all that is their way of trying to, what they say, differentiate themselves from the norm.
Yeah.
You steady telling me who I can be, what I can wear, who I should be with. I'm thinking they're just like rebellious little kids.
Yeah.
Since you're telling them what they should and shouldn't do, like one of
Right.
my coworkers. And they knew not to touch that gun. And they knew not to touch those vapes. And they not to, you know.
Right.
I had to tell my coworker, I'm like, but you still understand you the grown person and you the parent, right?
Yeah.
If you really protecting them kids, then you keep that type of stuff away from them. I said,
Don't even give the opportunity
Where
to
I
touch.
come from, when you tell the kid don't touch your stuff, you might as well say you go in there and do whatever hell you want
Right.
to do
Yeah.
with it. Especially when you ain't put no rhyme and reason behind it.
Might as well
Told
be
them-
winking your
you
eye.
ain't told them why, it's so
Yeah.
bad. You just came with that
Now,
because
that's a
I
whole
said
pound
so.
of cocaine in there. Don't you go in there and snort none.
You heard me?
Alright.
Right. Right. And the shake machine broke after 9 o'clock, okay?
Right.
Yeah. Some of that fluff, bro. That's fake news. You hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
I said it's not their responsibility to do what you were supposed to do as an adult. It's your responsibility to secure that and protect them kids. You hear me?
Yeah.
Me and my mom talk about it all the time. You hear me? but when your mama say go in there and light my cigarette on the stove, right on, mom. I
Right.
said basically what she really was saying is, son, I'm lazy. Do you feel like splitting half a cigarette
Right.
with me? You hear me?
Right.
I said, no, you finna puff it. You hear me?
Yeah.
My auntie Pam can't put them cigarettes down. So
Yeah.
my little cousin smoking them cigarettes now.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. You know,
Go and light the cigarette for me.
where did you get that from?
I heard about watching
I heard about watching you. You hear me?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Use me as your reverse role model. What you see me do,
Yeah.
you do Tito.
Now don't you do it. I'm your daddy and you love me, but don't you do what I'm doing.
Way to try to push the easy button.
Right.
That's fake news. I'm not going for that. You hear me?
Yeah.
Look at my little African American over there. What time is it, y'all?
We got it's 8:25.
8:25. We got 5 minutes, man. If anybody want to call in,
5
anybody
minutes,
want to
Dougie
have some
Fresh.
fun, somebody want to play 3 out of 5, ain't bad. What's up, man? Since they know it, you want to play 3 out of 5,
Man,
man?
yeah.
All
Let
right,
me
we
play
got
3
my
out of 5, man.
Phil up
Sure.
here. Hey, and what he's gonna do? He's gonna donate his $50 to his favorite charity.
And charity begins at home.
And if
You know
you get, yes sir. Hey, and if you get all 5, man, which I'm hoping you do, then that'll be a lovely $100 for somebody. You heard me?
Word.
Look, I'm gonna even test their nuts on this one. You heard me?
Okay.
If you ain't brave enough to call, give your advice, opinion, support, just call and you. If you call, I'll give the money to whatever charity you pick.
Right.
You hear me?
For sure.
So that's how we'll play it. If not, man, what you say? First $100 that go in the pot as far as getting these kids to the dentist.
Yeah, let's do it. Get
and-
the baby to the dentist.
Look, and I want to make sure we able to show them the receipt on the air so they don't think that,
Right.
you know, we have been already, you know, officially certified. But
Yeah.
I want them to see it for themselves.
Right
But I
on.
got my man's Phil in the house finna play 3 out of 5. Ain't bad. First question, man. Who won the the XFL title last year?
Okay. Was that? I think it was a team out of Texas. Am I right so far?
Far as I know, I definitely think this team is from Texas.
Okay. I want to say it was Houston. And I think they were the Gamblers. The Houston Gamblers?
Let me see if I got something for him.
Oh
Oh
I
no.
don't think it's on.
Oh, okay. I wrong. I was finna get my boy.
Dang.
Boom. No, you are wrong on your first one.
Okay.
Second question, my brother, and you only get to give one answer. Don't play no Family Feud on us trying to get no 4 answers. Your second question: who did the Battlehawks play in the playoffs, my brother?
I'm gonna say Houston again on that one because that's why I thought they lost to the person they lost to the team that eventually won the championship.
Boom, 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 boom. The St. Louis Battlehawks did not make the playoffs last year.
Wow. Okay, so now I got to get 3 in a row. Somebody try to call in. Try to call in again.
A little bit easier for you, my brother. What is the capital of Missouri?
Jeff City.
All right. You cooking with gas now, my brother. Okay, we got 2 more to go.
Nah, I ain't Googling. Say it again, man. I think the audio cut out. Say it again.
I say, who was the last St. Louis Cardinal to win the MVP award?
That had to be Pujols, right? Nah, what's the Pujols?
Brother, what I tell you, you can't give number 1 freaking answer.
All right, Pujols.
Boom, 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 boom. No, it was last year, Mr. Paul Goldsmith. Goldie won MVP last year. And this question that I was going to ask is a very easy one for you. So I know you're going to get this one. How many Grammys has your man Ice Cube won?
None.
Ding, 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 ding. That would give you an easy 2 out of 5. But the name of this is 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Ain't bad. So, boom, 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 boom. But just in honor of my man Phil stepping up and take that challenge, my brother, I say we still do $50 to the pot. And if you want to contribute to the pot, you can make it 100. Hello, you are live on the Mikey Justice Show. Who am I speaking with?
Hold on, we're merging it in there now. All right, we should be on.
Hello.
Hello.
You are live on the Mikey Justice Show.
Well, all right then.
And who the heck am I speaking to?
Your mother.
This sounds like my mother. How are you, mother?
Fine, son.
Are you calling to play 3 out of 5 ain't bad?
Why not? No. Okay.
Nah, I don't think that you will be able to answer these questions. So
I'm disqualified.
no, you're not disqualified. I will make a whole set of questions for you, and hopefully you will play next week. And since I don't want them to think that I'm just letting you win, you could suggest somewhere that the $50 charity
I'm
goes
trying to get some of that free money that nobody seem to want.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I heard you. Yeah.
I'm participating.
I know that's right. You say call in. You say somebody know how to follow directions.
Right.
You hear me? That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yes,
I sat
ma'am.
back and waited, and I'm like, okay, well, evidently. Why not?
Well, thank you. I hope that family will start watching and do the same. You know, start participating and supporting a little bit more. You hear me?
That's right.
Well, I thank you, mother. That's my time. I'm about to get off of this air.
All right, babe.
Appreciate
All
you.
right.
Yeah, call in next week. I'm gonna have 5 fresh questions just for you.
Okay.
The Miss
right.
Stephanie version of 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
You hear me?
All right.
Miss Stephanie ain't no joke. All
Yeah,
right,
buddy.
I'm looking forward to that one.
All right. Thank you, mother.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was my meme.
Yeah.
Calling in live to the Mikey Douglas, aka Mikey Justice Hour. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, my number one question was who won the XFL championship last year? You was almost right. It would be the Arlington Renegades. My second question to you was who did the Battlehawks play in the playoffs last year?
And they didn't
absolutely nobody, because they did not make the
Who
playoffs.
put them out of the playoffs
No, they had one game.
to make it?
Yeah. Or somebody had to lose and other stuff. You know, when you don't leave it in your own hands, then you just don't make it.
Yeah.
My third question to you, sir, was what was the capital of Missouri? You better had got that one right.
Right.
My fourth question, last Cardinal to win MVP. You know, slept on my man Goldie. He won last year, remember?
Yeah.
In Pujols' historic 700 home run season.
Right.
Yadier Molina called into the career.
I was gonna say Yachty, but old Goldie won it. Wasn't the third baseman, wasn't he close to?
Yeah,
Renato
was in there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I thought the votes was gonna get split, but Goldie did his thing. Remember, he batted like 330 something, hit like 35, 40 home runs, 100 something RBI.
Yeah.
Remember, Cardinals made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Got swept first round by the Phillies. But
Yeah.
they did make it. My next question to you was, how many Grammys did your boy Ice Cube win? And we had just talked about that, so you better not have forgotten.
Right.
That was really puzzling to see, man.
Yeah,
With all
man.
his accomplishments.
Yeah.
He's in like the top 10 people, arguably in the top 10. I was in the top 10.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, top 5 out of Compton, Cube is definitely one they mentioned.
Yeah.
And him or Snoop Dogg, you know, do
Right.
you think the whole gangster persona hurt them? They're mainstream now.
Nah.
Not even Lifetime Achievement Awards. I think they got blackballed a little bit.
Yeah. I
Them
don't,
guys, nothing but a G thing.
Yeah.
Compton, the Chronic. These are some of the biggest albums in R&B history.
but you know, I heard that you had to be a part of like the academy or something. Like it's kind of like one of them things you got to
It's like
campaign
the
to win.
Better Business Bureau, huh?
Yeah.
You had to get a good rating.
Yeah, you know, so I don't know. I guess if it's a thing that's not important to you, you could still do good work and not get a Grammy.
Wow, man, I'm just like all these years though, man.
Yeah.
No Grammys, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And especially some of the people that you know that have won them.
Yeah.
Very unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
But hey, I guess it is what it is, my brother.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna thank everybody for tuning into the Mikey Justice Hour, Just Us for All. Keep on supporting y'all. Keep on checking out my video, Top 5 Straight Out of Compton. It's really good. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. You know, do whatever y'all can to do to support. And I appreciate every one of y'all. And I will see y'all next week. I'm out.
Peace.